Uncensored is back in the studio with a bang in September. Until then, feast on some of our favourite moments from the year so far.
I'm not here to talk about how much sleep I get.
Well,
I don't owe you that.
You've literally just been talking about...
How much sleep do you get a night?
I had about 5.5 hours last night, actually. Not very much. But you're the one that's raised this issue.
And I probably had the same.
Right. My question is only because... I
probably had the same, but
it's only because you've been talking about you don't believe you have a mental illness. You think it's lack of sleep. So I think it's an obvious question to ask, well, how much sleep do you get? Are you constantly sleep deprived? Is that one of the reasons, perhaps, sometimes, as you say, you feel sleepy and you shoot from the hip verbally and you say stuff that maybe when you're rested, you wouldn't say it the same way? Would that be fair?
Tell me what's... Okay... No, it's not fair, because what's more important, the pain and the truth of what I'm talking about and what led me to that tweet, or the tweet itself?
I think both can be true.
Because
the problem you have is, I think you've acknowledged...
You have one tweet.
I think you've acknowledged that the wording of the tweet was offensive.
Years.
Yes, I understand, but you know the damage it caused, and I
understand that was offensive.
And I think that you have accepted you probably shouldn't have phrased it that way.
No, you as a white person are so stuck on the idea that what I said was offensive, which is a very caring approach. You're not sticking on the fact. You have not unpacked what happened with those contracts. I've said that, but you didn't ask me another question about it. That means there's an agenda.
Absolutely not.
Inside of your platform.
I have repeatedly said to you that I'm sure I do not disbelieve that you've had contract business issues with various managers, accountants, and so on. My argument is that when you do it,
me or other me's.
I'm sure many other artists in the music business. Yeah, of course.
You know why you're sure? Because you don't care to do the research because it doesn't affect you.
No, it's because you said.
Have you done any research?
No. Yeah, let me explain to you. I'm not doubting what you're saying.
You don't care.
I do care.
You don't care about me. You don't care about my people. I care about me. I care about my people. So it's for me to stand up. And God forbid I step on someone's toes while I'm at it.
It's not someone's toes. You stepped on the entire Jewish people's toes with a very deeply inflammatory tweet, which I think you've now accepted. You shouldn't have phrased that way. It's taken a bit of time to get there, but I think you have accepted that, right?
Have you accepted that you've put no effort into understanding how I got there?
I don't think, honestly,
10 years from now.
Honestly, I don't think there is any...
You're going to apologize to me about this interview.
I'm not.
You're going to apologize to me about this interview within the next 10 years.
No, I'm not, because here's the thing.
Mark my words.
I don't doubt you've had...
It's very one-sided.
No, it's not.
It's very white-sided.
Oh, come on,
It's very one-sided. It's very like...
It's not white-sided. I'm not doubting you've had business issues. I'm saying the way to respond to that is not to go public to millions of people and say you're going DEFCON 3 on Jewish people.
Millions of people. Right. Millions of people have had DEFCON 3 on their contracts.
Right. You didn't say that. You didn't say that.
And said, millions of people. Well, I opened it up. Now I didn't, but now I'm saying it now.
Okay. So now what I think you should say, I think you should say to the Jewish people, I'm sorry for the offensive language I used in that tweet. I wouldn't do that again. This is what I really meant. I think people would respect you if you said that. I don't know why you can't just say that.
You know when I'll say it? When I sit down with the people who write out the contracts for the NBA and for the NFL and for professional music and for acting contracts. We need to go to the top lawyers, the Bob Igers, the top execs, the owners of the stadiums, the owners of the football teams, and the owners of the record labels. And we're going to put them all in one room. And we're going to read let's go top 10 in each one of these categories, right? Let's read Michael B. Jordan's contract.
Why would any of that? Okay, but why would any of that?
Hey, bro, I ain't finished. I ain't finished my sentence.
Nothing you're saying has anything to do with regret.
Hey, boy.
Don't call me boy.
Don't finish. I told you. Oh, don't treat me like a boy then. I'm going to finish my sentence of my idea.
Nothing you're saying has got anything to do with the tweet.
Cool. Bro, I was in the middle of a sentence, boy. Chris, I was in the middle of a sentence.
I'm Piers.
Okay, so are you going to allow me to finish my sentence?
Yes. If you then answer my question.
Okay, so I'm going to tell people when I would apologize for the tweet. This is what has to happen first. I need all of the top executives in Hollywood, meaning Bob Iger. I need the top executives at the NBA and at the NFL. We'll do those two sports specifically. And I want the top executives in music, dealing with publishing, dealing with like Spotify and Apple Music and Universal Music and all the top exec. Let's do like 5 top execs there. And I want to look at the top 10 earners in each one of those fields' contracts openly. We want to compare and contrast the contracts. And then once we open that conversation, and we need to do it on a platform live with lawyers asking questions, and we'll have the top lawyers like a Johnny Cochran, Robert Kardashian level legal team, looking at all of these contracts together. After that moment happens, then I will say, I'm sorry.
Okay, if that's your position.
That's clear. Interview adjourned. Love you.
Okay, that's the end of the interview. The point I was going to make is that I watch what you put out on X. You've got 32 million followers, so you're one of the most followed people.
See, wait. Now look right now. You're not gonna take inches off my dick, bro. Like, how many followers do I have?
Well, how many is it?
I think you could do the study. You got a whole staff over there.
I thought it was 32 million. How many is it? You obviously know.
Don't help them out.
I'm told it's 33 million now. So congratulations. You're slightly bigger following than I thought.
No, congratulations. Your information is correct. You're not just some, dude trying to sub. I'm a gift, bro. You know what I mean? Why do all you people in media act like you haven't played my songs at your weddings or graduations or at funerals or when your child was born? You take somebody that's living like a Lennon, a Michael Jackson, and you just take all this time to just, like, that nuance right there. It's idiotic. It just shows the hate that you put out for people that put love. There's so much love in the art that I put out.
What are you talking about? I haven't said anything.
What are you talking about? It's 30. Okay, now you're not taking accountability or responsibility.
You said it. You implied I haven't played your music. Of course I played your music.
No, sir. This is what you get for now. We can circle back when you can count.
Okay. Where's he gone, Sneeko?
That's it for Ye. But it's nice to meet you, Piers.
Where's he gone?
I think he's just going back to work. There's several things he's working on. I was not aware he was going to leave like this, but it seems like he got upset about the...
So it's all just a game, is it? Is that the idea?
Followers. I mean, life is a video game, is it?
It could all come crashing down.
The problem here, Piers, is that you think that your opinion matters.
Well, why are you doing my show if it doesn't?
Oh, I'm just taking your audience to sell pay-per-views. I don't give a fuck about your show. You dumbass. This is a fucking business enterprise. Buy the pay-per-view on Saturday, June 28th, me versus Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. Thank you. Tune in, everybody.
Cheers, Jake. Really enjoyed that. Now, how could I not talk about exactly how our incredible interview finally ended? After all, it's made global headlines because apparently the promo was rigged. Donald Trump himself issued 2 statements branding it fake news. Well, here's what really happened. It is true that I had a lot longer with him than I'd been promised, nearly 3 times as long, in fact. But whenever I've interviewed Trump in the past, you buy as much time as you can, and he stays as long as he wants. That's how the system works. The real problem, it seemed to me, was that he was already simmering with anger about the confrontation over the alleged stolen election, where I didn't agree with him, but also that his aide was incredibly irritating and incompetent as he tried to stop the interview. What do you think?
We're an hour in.
Yeah, sorry, I'm just wrapping up.
And this is the last question.
Yeah.
One last question.
That's it.
No, yeah.
Last question 4 times.
No, I realise that.
You're lying.
He just didn't know how to do it, so I just carried on. There's been so much frenzy speculation and hyperbole about all that, but the truth is, Trump clearly left very irritated. Partly, I think, about our confrontation, partly about the fact he'd been sent this secret dossier of stuff I'd written about him before, but I think mainly because of his incredibly incompetent director of communications, or should I say, current director of communications. This is the same Taylor who tweeted this about me. Pathetic. Failure. I'm not so sure you should be issuing those kind of statements, Taylor, given your own pathetic and failed attempt to stop this interview from ending. All I know is because of your ineptitude, your boss, President Trump, wasn't very happy. And I would say that's more of a problem for your employment status than it is for me and my show. But in the interest of full transparency, because, to be honest with you, it's quite fun to watch what goes on behind the scenes. We'd normally have cut this out, but I'm going to show it all in real time. Because right in the middle of all this, we start talking about Donald Trump's hole-in-one at golf, which is a bit nuts, but that's the way these things sometimes go down. It started with a little tangle about COVID. It moves into golf, and in the middle of it, all hell breaks loose. Take a watch.
Great
Are you
job.
glad that the vaccine program worked? I know that I was surprised, I'll be honest, but I was pleasantly surprised that you came out and said that you'd not only been fully vaccinated, but you thought other people should be too.
Well, we saved tens of millions of lives. Maybe this would have been the Spanish flu of 1917 had we not come up. And I got it done in 9 months as opposed to they were projecting from 5 to 12 years. I got it done in 9 months, so I'm very proud of it.
You were great.
I'm against mandates,
right?
Strongly against mandates, but I'm very proud of what we did. I saved worldwide tens of millions of lives.
One last question.
Do you accept that early on in the pandemic that you didn't take it serious enough, or you were being told how serious it was?
No,
but
I don't accept. I
You
don't
weren't
accept
sharing
it.
that with the American people.
I'm a cheerleader for this country. I want to be positive for this country. I take everything seriously, and I took that very seriously. But I'm a cheerleader for the country, and our country came out of it better than anybody else. We've done a great job.
My final question, President Trump. It's been good to catch up with you after this lengthy time. I haven't mentioned...
That's it.
No,
Last question 4 times.
No, I realise that.
You're lying.
It's
I realise
just
I'm not like...
very dissent.
I just haven't asked you
You're
about...
very dissent. This
No,
was a 20-minute interview.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Listen,
It's
this was a
been fantastic
20-minute
interview, don't you
interview.
think?
I think it's fine. It's fine.
I haven't asked
it's
about...
fantastic in your opinion.
I wanted to end with the hole-in-one. I just haven't asked about the hole-in-one. Do you want to...
Go ahead. Go ahead.
You recently got a hole-in-one playing golf with Ernie Els, one of the great golfers of the world. What was that like for you?
Well, it was great. He's a great guy, great player, one of the most beautiful swings, they say, in the history of golf, and very powerful. And I made it with him and actually 3 other tour pros, and it was quite a thrill.
Talk me through the shot.
Well, I hit the ball. It was hit well. It felt good. The wind was blowing hard into my face. It was a 5-iron that went 181 yards, and it went clank right into the hole. It landed on the green in one bounce, and it went clank. And Ernie, who's a low-key guy, one of the reasons he's acceptable, the Big Easy, right? But Ernie and the other pros started jumping up and down in the air. And I said, why are you guys so excited? He says, because we don't see hole-in-ones. They make, I guess, 1 every 3 tournaments, and then you have to be in the group. So it's rare.
Have you held one before?
I've had 7. This was the 7th.
7 hole-in-ones?
Yeah, 7. This was my 7th, which isn't that high a number, believe it or not. If somebody plays golf, I hear the record is 49. Okay, people.
Did you buy a round of drinks in the bar afterwards?
I don't know, but I would certainly have been happy to.
When you don't drink?
I don't drink, no.
It is traditional. You buy a round for everyone.
That
in
is
the
true.
clubhouse.
That is true.
Did you do that?
Probably happened. I didn't check, but probably happened because I own the club. I'm sure it happened.
Congratulations on the hole-in-one.
All right, thank you very much.
And thank you for a great interview.
Thank you very much.
Appreciate
it. Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, let's go.
That was a great interview.
Yeah, that's fine.
Thank you very much. I really appreciate it.
Turn the camera off.
Thank you, sir.
Mike's off too.
Very dishonest.
So there you have it. Lions and rhinos, and they're all
rhinos.
I agree.
They're all there. And yet people are still getting prizes from the Safari Club International. for killing 100 different species of animals.
And people are paying $50,000 to fly in from America, from Minnesota. We saw the Cecil the Lion.
Absolutely. So I want the government to really deliver on its promise to bring in this law banning the import of trophies. And also, I want the government to push hard now on this other thing, which is again in the manifesto, which is to do with animals abroad and the fact that British tourists are going off in huge numbers post-COVID to places like Thailand and India and other places where animals are abused for spectacles and entertainment, particularly
Stanley, we have reached a point of agreement, although I would point out on trophy hunting...
Yeah, look at this.
It's also a prime example of your son saying one thing and not doing it.
No, he is got every chance to do it. That is the point.
If he's watching this programme, what's your message to him about trophy hunting?
Sure, he watches you every day.
Well, he never comes on it.
Well, I can't speak
Tell him
to
to
that.
get out of the fridge and get on here.
I can't speak to that, but I am convinced that environment remains a top priority of this government. Climate change remains a top priority. Biodiversity remains, and animal species is there.
You've got a great new book out, From an Antique Land. You've written how many books now?
This is my 25th.
Unbelievable. Where'd you get the energy, you Johnsons?
No, I don't have any energy at all. No.
It's relentless, isn't it?
It's very nice of you to say. That is a thriller. That is a thriller, and it's all to do with what happened in Cambodia in 1975.
I look forward to reading it. I like all your books. I wanted to show you a bit of footage. This is of a cockerel in Turkey. This is the moment, Stanley, where I think you and I, probably Boris as well, have a moment, don't we, occasionally, when you just want to do this. Watch this cockerel.
You sure that's not the call?
It's not the famous Johnson mating call, no.
I think it could be the call of the muezzin if it comes from Turkey.
Watch the end, though, Stanley. You see what happens at the end here. It's going. Now, the last time I saw a magnificent beast like that doing something similar was when you came on Good Morning Britain and we got you to do a handstand. Do you remember this?
Oh, come on. I do remember.
It's really sensible.
Yep.
Oh, my goodness.
One again.
No, that's enough.
I've got him. There he is.
All the money.
Oh, my God, his money's falling out.
Well,
let me get you down gently,
what
Stanley.
I meant to say to you then is I always like to put my money where my mouth is. I failed to say it then. I'm happy to say it now.
Stanley, it's great to see you. As always, an effervescent presence.
And you are a cheater, I've got to tell you, Piers. You know, you lured me in here. It was a bit like Cecil the Lion.
Are you
lured me in here.
I'm a trophy hunter? I lured him a trophy.
I don't think I'm a trophy.
You know what?
Anyway.
There's nothing wrong with defending your son, by the way. And we got to talk about trophy hunting and your book. And I showed you doing a handstand. The words you're looking for, Stanley, are thank you, Piers. Good to see you.
See you all, folks.
Tell Boris to come in soon. We'd have fun. Cheers, Stanley. Good to see you. Piers Morgan Uncensored is proudly independent. The only boss around here is me. If you enjoy our show, we ask for only one simple thing. Hit subscribe on YouTube and follow Piers Morgan Uncensored on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. And in return, we will continue our mission to inform, irritate and entertain. And we'll do it all for free. Independent, uncensored media has never been more critical, and we couldn't do it without you.